In my previous video, I spoke about the imposter syndrome. Today, I want to be sharing with you how to stop self-doubt and selling yourself short, and how the two is actually quite connected. So let's get started. Self-doubt is definitely part and parcel of the human experience. Self-doubt can creep up, and if it's left unchecked, it can completely spiral downwards in our lives by keeping us stuck in our comfort zones. It affects our self-confidence, our self-esteem, as well as our self-worthiness. I see so many capable and talented women who also sell themselves short with the fear of self-doubt, feel they're not good enough to succeed. With this promotion in a company, it's whether starting a new business, taking the risks, standing up, using their voice. With this self-doubt, this intrusive thinking, the overthinking, it's like a mental wrestling match. That little voice in your mind that slowly chips away your confidence, that courage, as well as your self-worthiness. And with that affecting our confidence and worthiness, it absolutely dials up the fears of self-doubt. Hi, my name is Tania Sutherland. It's all about self-discovery, this transformation journey of your life, making the changes on a subconscious, conscious, spiritual, as well as a physical level. If you resonate and love this kind of content, then please don't forget to press the like button down below, as well as subscribe button, and please leave any comments down below. I would love to engage with you. Don't forget my Tuesday videos, which is my other business, which is my fashion patterns, as well as the color psychology, your color personality, to identify your fashion personality and style for your success. Think about it. That fear of self-doubt can absolutely ignite and fuel our fears. It can drive us to be overcautious, too afraid to take any risks, to kind of move out of our comfort zone, staying stuck, not taking any action. And of course, that is not helping us. Part of our life journey, our purpose, where we should be going, and to serve others. And of course, the overthinking and the self-doubt will creep in when you start asking yourself that, will I make a mess? Will I totally waste money in this venture? Am I good enough for that promotion? Will my voice be actually heard? And then what will people think and say about me? And never mind what people think and say about you, what are you going to be thinking and feeling about yourself? A failure? Not good enough? A typical self-doubt scenario with how many men and women don't come forward straight away to call out their perpetrators from sexual harassment and assault. Years will go by until someone literally breaks the ice and comes forward and mentions a particular person may have also abused others, coming forward and actually expressing their voice. Because of self-doubt, they were afraid their voice wouldn't have been heard. They doubted that their own voice wouldn't be heard. They also doubted that people wouldn't take them serious. If self-doubt, the way it spirals and affects us on a psychological, and emotional, and physical, and mental level, if it is not checked, it can be outright dangerous to ourselves. So how do we banish the self-doubt and build our confidence and reclaim the power that the self-doubt had over us? So there are 6 ways we can banish the self-doubt. The first one would be, you would need to embrace your doubts. So it's about embracing those doubts as part of the human experience. So very important, here comes self-compassion and self-love. Not to be so hard on yourself, forgive yourself and let go. And learn from those mistakes that you've made, because if you never made those previous mistakes in your life, this gives you knowledge. The knowledge you can use to compare how else can you redo it in a different way that's going to serve you. Number 2 would be, doubts are only fears. They are not the truths or facts. So in my previous video, I speak about the imposter syndrome. We have these absolute fears, your emotions all over the place. That is your emotions. They are not facts. They are not true. So these self-doubt and fears can manifest It's almost like it's protecting you. Wants you to just stay in this comfort zone. It might be too much effort, too much work, too much challenges. So your subconscious is kind of just trying to keep you very comfortable sort of pace in your life. But we know that you're not that kind of person. You are pushing boundaries. You do want to grow. You do want to shift out of this self-doubt and be so much more. So let me repeat that. Self-doubts are not true. This is part of your subconscious mind fueling these fears to keep you kind of stuck in a comfort zone. It's creating a belief of who you are, what you are worth, and this fear of what we are actually capable of. They are not truthful and they're not facts. They're just emotions that are fears. What if you had to turn that around and say, so you've got this self-doubt belief that I am not capable of being financially successful. What if you turn that around and say, what if I am capable of being financially successful and independent? What differences would it make in my life? It is about you calling out your critic. It's about questioning your worthiness, which is urging you to play it safe, which is the chief culprit of this imposter syndrome. To cope with this imposter syndrome, let's play a mind game to help you distinguish of who you really are from the fear and the doubt that you feel. Think of a name that best describes the scared imposter who absolutely just wants to hold you back and keep you stuck almost like in a cement block to stop you from living a more happier, more fulfilled, more successful journey in your life. Even write this person a letter in your journal. You are no longer allowing this imposter that you're now given a name, some kind of identity to it. So whenever you feel it surfacing, you can think of that name and confront it. Remember, you're confronting your critic. You're letting your critic know that you no longer have the power over me. I'm not going to allow you to ruin or run my life. So mine is, dear doubting Doris, it is time to blah, 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 blah. Write it down and let your critic know you are done. You are taking back the driver's seat of your life. The fourth point is, what if I could? Most of the time, fear comes from the unknown, not having a crystal clear picture of what it is that you want. So your mission is now going to be bigger than your fear, because you're going to have clarity of what it is that you want to create. What if I can turn these ideas that I have into reality? What if I am good enough for that promotion? What if I am good enough to write and publish that book? How will it affect my life? What changes would it bring onto me and the people I could serve around me? So you're going to give yourself answers to this mission. If you become that writer, what difference can you make? You are fulfilling your life purpose, sharing your knowledge, your gifts, your experience with them. That is part of your life purpose and your calling. So now your mission is far bigger than your fear. This will definitely motivate you more and give you more courage to take that action. So what you're going to do is you're going to tell that critic, her name is Doris, she's going to sit in the back seat. You are taking over. You are in the driver's seat of your life, because you will refuse to have any regrets, any resentment, not allow those feels to be ignited to hold you back, to keep you stuck. With your bigger mission, you have got more courage and confidence with clarity of how you can plan it. Let's look at the next step. Number 5 would be, don't go solo. After all, the mastery of life game is not a solo endeavor. It is about you finding a tribe of people that might have more strengths in certain areas that can help you to accomplish your goals. For example, my book will be published soon. So I've got someone to edit, format it, and someone's going to print it. I can't do all those things myself. I'm sharing it with a team of creative people and experts that are helping me to achieve my dream. It's about finding your tribe. So you might have to look at your circle of friends or your circle of creative people that you use part of your team. Do they have the same kind of vision that you have? Do they have the same kind of energy as you? It's all about the change. This is about self-love, saying no and letting people go that do not serve you. The sixth way of you taking back your power. So overcoming self-doubt and building your confidence, it is small little steps of increments, having the courage to take the action despite the fears and doubts. When that voice comes into your mind and tells you that you can't do it, even though you have the fear, do it. Courage is like a muscle. The more you use it, more often you use it, the stronger and the better it comes. So each step that you take is going to reveal a new horizon. Instead of facing that imposter syndrome, you are learning something new. You are developing new skills, new ways of doing things, and you're becoming more resilient to that fear. So research has found, and even through my own experience, whenever I've had absolute fear, where I'm almost procrastinating or I'm frozen in that fear and that self-doubt, that I tell myself, F this, I'm going to do it. And I take the action and I actually see it through. Step of action, the presence of the action absolutely dilutes the fear. It gives me such a boost of confidence, and I know on a conscious level, I'm becoming a person that when I say I'm going to do something, I actually see it through. My chances of being a success is so much higher. Why? Because I built up the courage, I took the action, and I made it happen, and even through that fear. And you know the weird thing is that afterwards, I'll say to myself, it wasn't even that difficult. Look how quickly I could see it through and get it done. It's taken me weeks or months, holding myself back, procrastinating. I could just about kick my own butt, because why did I let that fear hold me back? All those things you say to yourself, I am amazing. Look at all the things that I have achieved. Look at all the things that I have accomplished. And every time when you are doing your staircase to success, and you achieve one little new horizon, one new little success, reward yourself, because that is building up your inner confidence. It's about breaking through that barrier of self-doubt. All of us go through self-doubt and fear. It's just about you facing it. I'll leave the link down below of the previous video, which is all about how the imposter syndrome can benefit you. These two definitely go hand in hand to help you to break those barriers of self-doubt, procrastination, and fears that's holding you back from stepping into becoming your higher self.